I called last week's episode of NXT a throwaway show. But let's be real, that's because I thought I was getting this show.
There's gonna be a fight tonight!
What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy, it's your pal Spaz, Phoenix, the YWC Reality Check, here with your March 2nd NXT review. NXT started off with a match that I'm not going to talk about because I don't give a shit. It was the Vaudevillains versus two nobodies named Nox and Knight. Why am I not going to talk about this? Because I really have decided that I don't give a shit about the Vaudevillains, especially if they're in a match with jobbers. And when I say jobbers, I mean two guys in polka dot tights that even the announcers called action figures. Now, the Vaudevillains are in the middle of a heel turn, and we see this tonight because they came out in trench coats and they've changed to black ring gear. That's fine. It was a squash. The match wasn't that great. The Vaudevillains gimmick is running very, very thin, and we move on. We get a video package on Finn Bálor. Later on in the night, we also got a video package for Neville, because the main event tonight is Neville versus Finn Bálor in what William Regal kept on calling a celebration of the NXT Championship. Now, if the title was on the line, or if something was on the line, that'd be cool. Not to take anything away from the match, but it's just a good match. Fantastic match. I've been looking forward to it since last week, but it's just a match that's happening for reasons, and I think it was done to cap off the FSU Arena shows, the Florida State University, whatever it is, and if that is the case, then good for them. They got a little something extra that you don't see on NXT from Neville, who's, you know, on the main roster and stuff like that. So going from tag teams that I don't give a shit about to tag teams that I do give a shit about, we have footage from last week from the WWE Performance Center. Dash and Dawson beating the living shit out of Enzo, getting saved by Cass. We see some promos from both. It's pretty cut and paste. You know, we're pissed off, we're coming for you. The heels are saying the closest you're going to get to these titles is spit shining them, etc. And we get the announcement that Enzo and Cass are going to face Dash and Dawson at WWE Roadblock. Now, what the hell is WWE Roadblock? WWE Roadblock is what I have been calling for the past little while, because it's what it says on my ticket stub, WWE March to WrestleMania, which is taking place in the Ricoh Coliseum in Toronto. And oh yeah, wait a minute, I'm going. So I get to see Enzo and Cass against Dash and Dawson for the NXT Tag Team Championships on a WWE, not NXT program. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. We get a promo from Emma and Dana Brooke. I'm really happy about the Roadblock thing, if you can't tell. We get a promo in the back with Emma and Dana Brooke making fun of the announcer guy who looks like another mini Michael Cole. I mean, I know Michael Cole works with the interview talent and the backstage talent as an agent for them and whatever, but like, he's really, like, Rich Brennan is mini Michael Cole, and this guy Alexi whatever looks like another carbon copy out of that factory. I mean, obviously, you couldn't do that with Corey Graves because Corey Graves is awesome. But basically, they're talking shit about Diane Perrazzo, whatever the hell her name is, the girl that lost to Asuka last week or the week before. And they're making fun of her for losing to Asuka, even though they've been destroyed by Asuka. Rah. And what we predict usually happens, and what we predict tonight is I'm gonna beat my opponent, which is great. We have Emma with Dana Brooke in her corner versus Santana Garrett. I said a couple weeks ago I wasn't really familiar with Santana Garrett. I ask you guys for help like I usually do with the indie stars because I'm not familiar. A couple of you guys got back to me with a couple of different things. Cool. Thank you for that. I will always come to you guys, especially in the NXT reviews, for people I'm not familiar with, because there are people out there like you guys, like my audience, that are very, very informed, that are going to be able to tell me things that I simply do not know. So I really do genuinely, and I'm not saying this with any sarcasm, I really do genuinely appreciate that. But this match is all, it's all Emma, rather. Not Dana's not in the match, so first day with my new tongue. Collar and elbow, boot by Emma. Santana eats the turnbuckle twice. Emma works over Santana's leg. Kitchen sink and a double underhook suplex by Emma, which is fucking pretty. Emma Stands on the hair, pulls up on the arms, works on the shoulders, and pulling the hair is never any fun, is it? Snapmare and a kick to the spine, double drop kick and mounted punches by Emma. Surfboard stretch with a post by Emma. Forearm smash by Santana to remind us that she's in the match. Side Russian leg sweep by Emma. Emma crotches Santana on the top. Sure, I guess it would still hurt. There's jokes I can make there, but I just won't. Tree of Woe mudhole stomp by Emma makes me laugh. Boot in the gut by Emma, and she basketballs the face. Shit, I can read my writing, I swear. Basketballs the face before locking in the Emma lock. Emma gets the win. Santana Garrett got destroyed in this match, but I do have to give her credit. Whoever does know who this girl is, this girl does have a following, because there were Santana chants from the minute this match started to the minute that it ended. So she has a following. Now, I know they said on commentary something about where she went to school, something about going to school somewhere in Florida. I don't know if that's because she went to school where they were. I didn't catch all of it, I'm not going to lie, but if that's the case, that'll explain it. If not, it means that we're just, you know, we got somebody that has some following that's not already developed, which is fucking great. Regal, in the back, makes Asuka and Bayley versus Eva Marie and Nia Jax. Sometime in the future. And it says, I need to go to the back, and I need to talk to our newest acquisition here on NXT. Regal comes to the ring, says, I'm here to introduce one of the most sought-after talents, and da-da-da-da. Doesn't say a name. The lights go out. The music plays. Eventually, we get a spotlight, and eventually we get the banner up on the screen for Austin fucking Aries. Oh, yes. I don't even care. I loved Austin Aries in TNA. Friggin' the Dirty Heels were a great tag team. He did some great solo shit. Him, creating Option C, beating Bully Ray for the world title, etc. All cool things. Cool guy to have on the roster at NXT, later on in WWE. I mean, let's be real. Austin Aries, AJ Styles, the Bullet Club have been some of the worst kept secrets in WWE/NXT history. Doesn't mean the introduction of Austin Aries is any less great. Doesn't last very long, though, because he's immediately beaten down by Baron Corbin in the rampway, who's pissed off at William Regal for not still keeping him included in the #1 contender scene for the NXT Championship. Baron Corbin saying for weeks and weeks and weeks, you know, if you don't put me back in the thing, I'm going to fuck up your shit. You're going to regret it. Da-da-da-da. Beats up Austin Aries, throws him head over heels into the LED screen of the ring. So basically, Austin Aries back supines when it hits the ramp, and he sells it like a rag doll. Because isn't Austin Aries the next Dolph Ziggler? I mean that in a good way. Just beats the ever-loving crap out of him. End of days on the floor, rips the shirt off of him, holds Austin Aries' shirt above his head, and screams at William Regal, an eye for an eye, and throws the shirt in Regal's face and fucks off. Very, very cool. Means a couple of things. Means Baron Corbin's got something interesting to do. Means we immediately know what Austin Aries is going to do. Maybe Baron Corbin versus Austin Aries at Roadblock. I'm just putting that one out there. But it's cool. It means he's got something immediately to do. It means Baron Corbin is got something to do that's got him away from whining about not being the #1 contender, because that's not going to happen. Everybody wins. Austin Aries comes out. He gets to keep the name Austin Aries, which is cool. He's already got merch, which is selling through the roof from what I hear. They even referred to him with his old TNA moniker of the greatest man that ever lived. It's very, very cool how NXT is allowed to acknowledge other places that they've been. I mean, they're not going to say TNA. They just say, oh, you know, elsewhere in Florida. Stuff like that. But it's very, very cool that they don't just pretend that this guy came out of nowhere. So the greatest man that ever lived, he gets to keep the name Austin Aries, see Samoa Joe, CM Punk, James Storm for the 2 minutes that he was here, etc. It's all good. I'm excited. I'm not going to lie. Elias Samson versus Steven Cutler is a match that I didn't write any notes for because I don't care. Samson can suck my dick. He wins. Moving on. Neville versus Finn Bálor. As they're coming to the ring, we get This Is Awesome chants. As they come to the ring, the commentators, and this is again where I say it's very, very interesting what they do on NXT, because they've done it on WWE.com, but they haven't really done it in commentary form. They make reference to the rumors that Finn Balor's friends, the Bullet Club, are coming to WWE/NXT. Now, I've heard, and this is, through dirt sheets and whatnot, that WWE wasn't allowed to buy the name Bullet Club. That's why they have all the Balor Club shit. Although I do think it's very, very interesting that Finn Balor kind of trolled everybody with the Bulletproof shirt on Instagram and Twitter, so that everybody thought that he and the Bullet Club were debuting last Monday on Raw. It was really just to advertise the fact that that Balor Club has a new t-shirt out, and it says Bulletproof. So you won't give us the name Bullet Club, so we'll just make fun of it on our version, the Balor Club. I think that's a little bit of a shots fired from WWE to elsewhere in the world, but it's good. I might get it, I'm not gonna lie. Neville versus Finn Balor. Holy crap. Now, before I get into this, the notes that I have for this match do not do it justice. And that's not me kissing ass, that's not me all of a sudden waving the yellow flag and being an NXT kiss ass, because you guys know I've been down on the show the past couple of weeks. But literally, this is the type of match that will make me say legitimately, if you do not have the WWE Network, go and get it so you can watch this match. My notes are the skeleton of this match. They don't do it justice, but I'm going to try anyway. So we've got the This Is Awesome chance. We've got the commentators talking about the Bullet Club, which is very, very interesting. Collar and elbow tie-up and a test of strength and a takedown key lock by Balor. Armbar by Neville. Headlock takeover by Balor into another headlock. Shoulder block by Balor. Arm drag and a drop kick by Neville. Side headlock. Reversal sequence. Side headlock, reverse into another side headlock, reverse into another side line. Very interesting ways in the ropes, in the corners, etc. As I say, bare bones here. Go watch it. Counter rolls and a basement dropkick by Balor. Body blow in the corner by Neville and a snap vertical suplex. Elbows to the top of the head by Neville and an Irish whip that knocks Finn Balor on his ass as we go to the little miniature NXT version of a commercial break. Neville rides a headlock. From here on in, it's very, very cool because this match is face on face. Everybody loves both of these guys, but Balor's the one we're trying to get over. So Neville is ever so slightly heelish in the second half of this match. It's good. He's not an asshole by any stretch of the imagination, but he does pull some shit here. So he rides a headlock and hits another hard clothesline. Back elbow in the corner by Neville, and he's tossed out of the ring by Balor. Punches and elbows by Balor and a mid-ring crossbody by Neville. Moonsault to the outside by Neville, who rides a headlock on the outside for reasons. Stiff forearm by Neville. Pele kick by Balor. Irish whip and corner chop combo 4 times by Balor. Neville bails. Suicide baseball slide drop kick by Balor on Neville. Running kick to the face on the apron. Neville's on the outside, standing on the floor level. Balor's running across the apron and just boots him square in the face. It's nice. Many, many, many kicks. A German suplex and then a deadlift German suplex by Neville with a bridge. Doesn't get the win, but it's a nice pinning sequence. Enziguri by Neville. Balor Pele's Neville off the top rope. Running somersault suicide dive by Balor. Balor gets crotched. Top rope Hurricane Rana by Neville. Neville misses the red arrow. Sling blade by Balor. Coup de grace. Brainbuster. Win for Balor. Respectful handshake at the end. Neville raises Balor's hand. Puts him over. The crowd fucking loves it. Neville gets his own standing ovation and applause. Balor gives him his moment. He then turns it back over to Balor, who is the NXT champion, who is the one being put over in the match. This was a fucking phenomenal match. And I know I'm gushing. I know I'm that guy who always thinks the WWE is awesome and can never do any wrong, which is actually bullshit because I'm actually quite hard on NXT because I expect a lot from them. But this match, guys, it's one of those you guys have heard me say this before. It's one of those times where I'm just going to trip over my own words because I'm excited about how good this match was, and I hope to share some of that excitement with you. That's as simple as I can put it. Go check it out. There's an interview segment in the back after this with Joe and Zane talking about the 2 out of 3 falls match for next week. It kind of is bleh, so I choose to focus on the match. I choose to focus on the ending of this match and just... If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I mean, if you haven't seen it, you're probably not watching this review. If you have seen it, you know how good it was, and I will say go watch it again, because I'm probably going to go watch it again. This was a cool episode of NXT. As I say, the past couple of weeks on NXT have kind of been up and down, kind of eh. This one was great. I can't wait for the 2 out of 3 falls match for next week. I love the tag match that I'm going to get to see live a week from Saturday. It's all good. NXT, you done good this week. Keep it up. I've been Spaz, your YWC Reality Check. Subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation, keep all these conversations going. Don't be a stranger. I will talk to each and every last one of you later, but for right now, I'm tagging out. Bye.